Go Kart Brothers.
Go Kart Brothers. Go Kart Brothers.
Go Kart Brothers.
Go Kart Brothers.
Meow!
That's not a good way to start.
Yeah,
That is a great way to start. I like it.
What's wrong with that?
Everybody should do that.
Why don't you like
No, I
I
don't
like
like
it.
it. I don't like it at all.
Oh, you're breaking.
It's unsettling. Okay,
You broke JBJ Blaze's eardrums.
since the stream wasn't going when you did, so people do the slow turn. That's all creepy. Yes, that wasn't as creepy as the other one, but that's pretty creepy.
I'm sorry. I will
Okay.
show up while you're sleeping and do this.
This may impact the audio, Brent.
For our
I'm here.
audio listeners, Brent's wearing a weird cat puppet.
No, I took it
hat.
off. What are you trying to say?
It's
That's mean.
so weird.
Oh, Brent, you just got here. There was a weird thing in your studio there.
That's what my
Yeah.
wife says.
That's your what?
That's what my wife tells me.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that was my
Oh.
wife. Oh, that's weird.
Ah! It's just gonna be that all show. Just hi. Hi. That's some good content there.
That's bad. Like
So-
all this time off. That's how we start.
We've been planning this whole time. We've been working that.
Yeah. This is what
This
we've been
was our
working on.
This is our new thing. Brent's a furry. We wanted to let everyone know.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I have no problem with furries.
Okay. That's a weird.
Is it
Okay.
really
State-
weird?
That is a
Yeah.
statement that he made.
Yeah.
I just realized that I'm gonna fix that. There we go. So this is Go Kart Brothers, episode 44. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Sure.
Well, there's a lot of shit to talk about because we haven't seen each other for 2 whole years
I think it's been like a month.
or a month. One of those two.
One of those things is true.
You should tweet us and tell us which it is.
Yeah.
The first person to do so gets nothing. But
Yeah.
a tweet.
You win. But you win and you're a winner.
And I just lost.
Oh, okay.
It's a bad start.
October 20th was the last time we posted a show. So,
It seems like 2 years.
yeah.
It's
But
been
now you
so much
gave it away.
crap that's been happening.
We used to podcast weekly and then we
Life.
stopped. Yeah.
Life.
Then we stopped. But we're still doing it. We're still making time,
And
getting
Steve is
after it.
traveling today, so he's not
Yeah.
able to. He's on his way home, or he
he's
just got home a couple. So
flying
he's
from
spending time with his
Texas,
family.
Indiana. He's been gone for like a week, so yeah. Apparently they love him.
Mm-hmm. I don't get it.
Oh.
I mean, he's got commitments. I don't understand what the big deal is.
I know. We tried to get him to stay here in Detroit.
Yeah, I did.
It didn't work.
No, his wife did not like that idea.
Did he come up to Detroit? He didn't come to
He had a
Huntsville.
layover.
He
doesn't
just
like me.
had a connecting flight, yeah.
Seems like he probably planned that. Wonder why he didn't plan to fly through Huntsville.
I don't know.
I
I'm not
do.
sure if the...
It's really expensive to fly through Huntsville. That's why.
Oh, well, that would be silly then, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't see him. We were at work.
Oh. Well, that's mean.
Yeah.
He didn't leave the airport.
Yeah, he was...
And it's
he
not
didn't-
like the old days when you can just walk in an airport.
Yeah, if we could go see him and like have lunch, I would have scheduled something. But like, you're not allowed in the terminal or anything unless you have like a flight, a
Which
ticket.
really bit the Detroit airport in the ass because we had a really crappy one and they built a really nice terminal and it had tons of shopping and there was a big plan and it opened up like a month before 9/11. So after that that's when you could walk in and just go shopping or go to a restaurant and not
Yeah.
need a ticket. And
Or
then
see your family off or something. Yeah.
So now it's like all those. It's like when you're in there, it's kind of eerie because it's
super empty.
Yeah, you can get a seat at any restaurant.
Yep.
And pay $30 for a burger
beer.
and a Coke.
It'll be like that beer you got that time.
Jason loves lobby
wasn't-
beer.
It is. It's festive. It's different.
It was super fun. Yeah. You guys aren't celebratory at all.
Right. I get that.
You gotta live
I celebrate
a little.
cheap beer.
They didn't even
That's what I
charge me
celebrate.
for them.
Yeah.
Well, but you didn't know that going into the deal.
Which is
no.
awesome. What a surprise.
They're like, well, the last dude basically bought, one, and that was enough to fund us for a year to give everybody else free beer. So we get one sucker to buy a beer.
That's not what happened.
We're good.
Yeah.
That's not what happened at all.
No,
by the
it's
way.
not. And I got 2, and they were free, and it was all fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good times.
We did have good times.
That's coming up again soon,
Memories.
isn't it?
Not in May.
Yeah. We'll be here before we know it, right, guys? Time.
Before we
What's up with time?
it keeps on ticking into the
Sucks.
future.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that is a song.
Yeah, that's a thing.
So,
I was what?
no, I was just listening to your karaoke. It's a weird style,
Okay.
but it's all good.
Oh, yeah. Thank
like
you.
The talking,
I think.
talkie-okie.
So what have you guys been up to? Like gaming wise or
So
movie-
much.
there's been a lot. So all I can say is I've been playing some Clash of Clans still with the Kart Brothers clan.
Nice.
And if you'd like to join it, there's plenty of room because
I
it's
see
pretty
what you're saying there.
casual. Huh? I would love to have 10 active people, but
Is that
I
a
don't.
new game? Is that a new release?
No.
Cockatoo.
But if you wanna
Cockatoo.
find Kart Brothers, and you play Clash of Clans, if you search for the put the pound sign in, it's RV8LY8LQ. So that's easy to remember. Kart Brothers, Kart Bros.
I've
That's us.
got that committed to memory now.
Yeah, I mean,
How did we get so lucky?
with such a easy to remember ID? I don't know.
Yeah.
Super. I had some
crazy.
pull with the company, obviously.
That's good.
So it was good.
I have not been playing that, but you know that.
No, I know that. That's all right. What have you been playing?
Pretty much Ingress. Been playing Ingress.
Oh, I played some Ingress.
You,
I'm up to level 6. Sorry.
nice.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Nice. So have you met any locals yet?
No, that creeps me out.
Even locals on your own team?
I'm not there yet.
Especially on our own.
I'm just not there yet.
I met
Yeah.
one of your locals down here. Matter of fact, he's in town this week. Fun Governor. Like, how
Oh,
can
I
you
know
not
him.
want to meet Fun Governor?
I don't know.
Is he normal?
I haven't met him in person, but he did help with an op, and he's probably going to be at Pints and Pixels on Tuesday, so I'll probably meet him then next week.
Oh, cool. What's he coming to? Where does he go down to Alabama for?
He works here in something, doing IT for something, so he's got to fly in every once in a while as they're
That
building
sounds made
stuff.
up.
So,
Huh. That's kind of interesting.
But it was it's kind of funny. He said, yeah, he stalks y'all all the time, so he knows exactly where y'all live, and
Oh, good.
it's all good.
That's creepy.
So
Yeah.
He's outside our window right now.
no, he's here in Huntsville, so he's
Oh,
not
okay.
outside. your
Okay,
window.
good. We're safe.
But I'll be sure he's got your address when he goes home.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Would that
You
be a
gave him the
mean thing to like have him come over just as a joke? Like, hey, I'm Fun Governor. Brent said to come over.
Yeah. You said you guys would have dinner ready.
Would y'all
Yeah.
yell at me? Would y'all be mad?
It's Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah. Since
Y'all
I'm
be
a
like, we have
child,
kids here.
yeah, that would be weird.
Oh,
I would think that is inappropriate, sir. Yeah.
but it'd be funny. See, come on. So
So
you
you
gotta
just
do
been
it
playing
during our
Ingress?
podcast, though. Like, and then he just comes in and stabs everybody on camera, and I'm like, oh my god, that's fucked up.
Oh, he just looks
Governor.
in the camera. Hi, Brent.
I'm coming to Huntsville next week.
I'm coming to see you real soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good time.
That'd be
Creepy.
that'd
Now I'm
be good.
scared.
Yeah. Don't talk about us. You know what? The last time you met him, you told him we lived in Novi. Keep telling him that.
Yeah, 'cause that's very far away.
How did I get that messed up? Why
Because-
do I know Novi?
Because that's where Comic-Con was.
Comic-Con's in Novi.
That's why I know that.
So you've been to Novi. You've spent the night in Novi.
Twice.
Yeah.
A year apart, though.
Your old stomping ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Tim Hortons.
Yep.
Here's a who?
The Tim Hortons.
Here's a who?
No, never mind.
I got it.
So yeah, that's a little bit, or a lot of that. Like, way too much of that. Like,
I heard that you have started a new podcast and YouTube channel about your Ingress adventures. Would you like to tell us about that
are we to
in
that
more detail?
Agent Academy. It's
Yeah.
Eric and I started a new channel doing Ingress videos and podcasts. We've done 2 podcasts so far. And I broke iTunes in the process.
Yeah.
That was that big, huh?
I saw that. That was
Brought it
cool.
to its knees with those downloads.
I had us on the front page, or on the front page of Games and Hobbies 3 times at the same
Ooh.
time. Like, and I was like, nah, that might
Be a bug.
be a bad thing. So let's stop that. So I stopped that. But it's cool. It's Ingress stuff. We're going to be filming Tuesday a new series called Portals, Players, and Pies.
Portals play. Okay, I think I get it. My tenuous understanding of Ingress, I think I get that.
You make triangles.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so it's basically more of a I don't even know if history, but basically finding places that would make good candidates to submit portals. And so we'll like learn cool stuff about the places. So we're going to a place called Pints and Pixels, which is a local barcade, and
That's
they
a
had
cool name.
a lot where everybody knows your game is there.
Fuck yeah!
Slogan.
Man, they're just crushing it over there,
That's
huh?
pretty cool.
They are. They made a big life-size version of Han frozen in the carbonite that they have there. Like, they had it made. It wasn't just like something you buy from Spencer's.
I mean, that's not a video game, but that's
Gifts.
cool.
Right, because they're about 80s, too. Like, it's so on the TVs, it's playing like MTV from the 80s and,
Oh,
and
fuck.
stuff like
I wish I
that.
could go there.
Y'all should come to Huntsville, and I'll take you there. But anyway, they
Okay.
had some, like,
I'll go back to Huntsville. I've been there before.
Space and Rocket Center.
Space Camp alumni. It's no big deal.
They did a movie.
Yep.
So, and they
Jinx.
had some...
I was hanging out with Jinx.
To the stars. Maxie.
Max and Jinx, friends.
Forever.
Forever.
Until he
What a
blows them up.
terrible movie that I watched a million
What?
times.
That was,
No, it wasn't good. I loved it, but it wasn't good.
I think it was heartwarming.
Tate Donovan vehicle.
It had the dude from Revenge of the Nerds in it.
Oh yeah, wait. It had Tate Donovan. What was the? I haven't seen it in forever. What guy from? I know Tom Skerritt was
Lamar.
in it. And
Wasn't Lamar?
oh, was he in it? You might be right. And what's her name? Was it Kelly Preston? John Travolta's wife. She was in it.
I don't know.
Yay.
Yeah, and Tate Donovan,
I don't think I've
The-
ever seen this movie.
the worst leading man ever.
You've got to watch Space Camp if you've never seen it.
The robot
okay.
sends the
I
shuttle.
bet it
into
doesn't
space.
age well.
No, what are you talking about? I mean, it's a documentary, so it's going to age how it was.
And kids won't get it these days. They'll be like, we don't have any space shuttles anymore. They
Yeah,
don't
we don't. There's nothing. NASA doesn't do anything.
Aww.
do that crap.
Yep.
Maybe Russian kids would
Wah.
understand it. Or
Yeah.
anyway.
Does
so,
Florida still have a space camp as well?
at Cape Canaveral?
Yeah, because I remember like that was I knew there were 2, and back then that seemed like the ghetto one. Like Huntsville was where the action was.
That's
Really?
Yeah, if you wanted to know anybody who's anybody at space camp, you go to Huntsville. You get your ass there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Chet.
Yeah. Yep.
So what have y'all been up to? Y'all, I
Just
hear y'all been
watching
doing
Space
some
Camp.
podcasting too.
A little bit.
We have. We started a podcast called Keeping Up with Wrestling. It's a wrestling podcast, obviously. And
oh my God, what did I just do?
what
It's
are you
hard
doing?
to find a name for a wrestling podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what is
It's
kipping?
backwards. Kip up is what Shawn Michaels does when I don't know
Well,
if you don't
anybody
know
does
wrestling,
it.
yeah. Well, anyone does it, but like he's like super famous for it. But it's when you're laying flat on your back and then you jump straight to your feet. It's called a kip up,
Oh, it's
It's
like
rid- it's
reverse
ridiculous.
planking.
I guess.
I think that's probably how they describe it in wrestling school.
Do
you know how you're
I
planking?
can show you a GIF. 1 second here. All right, here. We'll put this here.
Most ridiculous name we could think of that wasn't taken.
We couldn't think of anything, honestly.
There's so many
because,
wrestling podcasts. They're all taken.
Yeah, all of them are taken.
So-
Where's this thing? That's there.
What was the one that we came up
there.
with for like, oh, that's it, and then it was taken?
The MMO show?
No. No. Someone's really upset that's taken.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Because they have a great idea. I'm like, okay, it's not an original idea.
It just rhymes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a kip up.
You just, flat on your back and you pop up.
So do y'all do that starting of each
Oh,
show?
I do them all. I do them all day,
All day, every day.
every day.
That'd be so
I did a
awesome.
bunch right before we did the show.
Yeah.
I fired off a couple.
It's
on my way
great.
down. On my way down the
It's great for them
stairs.
to do.
Like I'm gonna get a couple in.
So that name wasn't taken though.
As soon as we're done, I'm gonna get a couple more in.
But yeah, that's been fun. We've got like a little website going, and of course all the Twitters and junk, and we've done 2 episodes, so it's a slow start because I think the only topic that has more podcasts than gaming podcasts is wrestling podcasts.
Really?
There's a ridiculous bajillion of them. Like, yeah. And ours, everyone's like, well, why do another one? So it's like, well, ours is a little unique because it's me and Jason, and then it's our nephew and his friends. So there's a 20-year gap in the ages of the hosts. So it's kind of multi-generational. And so we have different perspectives based on our ages and our fandoms and like what we lived through in wrestling. At being, kids, and then we were in college when they were kids watching certain things. So it's different perspectives on the history and things.
And it's more just because wrestling is one of those things that we don't know a lot of people who are into it, and if you're not into it, no one wants to fucking hear about it, especially on Twitter and stuff. So it's like, okay, let's have where we can all kind of geek out on this.
Well, that sounds good. So you're having
it's
fun with it, sounds like.
Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, that's our thing.
Good time.
Are you still doing pod hacks?
I haven't started Pod Hacks yet. So
Oh, shut up.
So there's that.
There's that. Yeah.
There's that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know if I will or not. I mean, I kind of want to, but I'm just like so low on like time.
Yeah, and you don't want to halfway do it, and
Yeah,
then-
and I'm thinking if I do
prep.
it, that it won't be like a podcast. It'll be more of like a really short, like almost like each tip, just talk about that, and it'll just be short, like 5 to 15 minute little hacks, pod hacks.
Well, that could be easy.
And that might be doable. And then you're just going to do that and see how that does. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
One thing oh god.
No, I was
Yeah,
just going to
sure.
say, I don't know. I think there's a little trepidation of like doing something, like talking about something, trying to be like like I know about this crap. It's a little daunting to.
You're starting off like at expert level.
Right. And so, then it's like, I'm kind of lax when it comes to the whole like audio quality and shit like that. So I don't want to hear that. And that's kind of like the first
Yeah,
thing I'd
and
say is
people
like,
are going to want to know that. So that's like one of the things they'll want to hear about. So
well, maybe, but there's so many podcasts out there that already talk about like, this is how you set up your mixer. And I think there's a lot of people that don't really give a fuck about that. And they just want to know, how do I do podcast easy, quickly, and maybe make some money on like, well, those things. And then, how can I get my podcast on the front page?
we've been podcasting since 2008, and I've never used a mixer.
Never.
I should. It's been unnecessary. You can just record other ways. And I just
Yeah.
usually normalize afterwards.
Record it off cassette, run it through.
Well, then Eric and I have been using that Zencaster that we tried one time.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
And it's been working really good. And they have a soundboard like built in, so you just upload the file and play it, and then everybody can hear it. And then it does the post-production normalization and some other things at the end, like automatically for you. Uploads it to Dropbox, and you're good to go. But I think that's only for 2 people. That's free.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some limitations, but I mean, obviously they they earned it. So.
Well, speaking about earned it,
Uh-huh.
Harry Potter, Wizards Unite.
They earned it?
I think so.
Fucking smooth. We haven't lost that touch, Brent.
By doing Pokemon Go. Ingress didn't earn it because no one played it at the time. But Pokemon Go apparently made people make a hoax news
They made
story
them.
about
What's
Harry
that?
Potter Go. Do y'all remember that about a year ago?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
came out, got everybody excited, including my daughter, and then she hated them afterwards because it was a hoax.
Cried, yeah.
And then they just came out a couple days ago. They've actually gotten the rights with Warner Brothers, and they're going to do, and it's not Harry Potter Go, it's going to be Wizards Unite.
Yeah.
Because it's in the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
Right?
What house are you going to be in?
I don't know. I'll probably.
It's a big decision.
Well, it kind of depends
Well,
on
I mean,
a lot of
it picks you,
things,
right?
right?
It picks you. You don't pick it.
Like which online test do I use?
Yeah.
Pottermore.
With the sorting
A lot of
hat?
variables.
You have to use Pottermore. That's the one.
Well, but it also comes down to family, and how the game runs. If it's very drastic, if you're in one house over the other, and I'm going to be playing with my family, then I need to be in the same house. But hopefully they learn
That'd be awkward.
Hopefully they learn.
There
from
are
the other
some
games and they
wizarding
won't want to
families
do
that have family members in one house and some in another.
That's true.
I don't think you have much of a say, Brent.
I hope it's more
The sorting hat will just decide all
it's
of
not
it
your
for you.
call.
right.
It takes your
How many
desire.
people would be pissed if they did that?
If they
in the
decided
game,
for
we
you?
just had it random.
I would be so mad because
But would it be more realistic?
No, because I took the test on Pottermore and that's
Right. Shannon wouldn't play then.
Oh.
So
I
what
would
if they
go.
did that same
I'd be so
test in
mad.
game though?
Well,
Made
then
it-
I'd be Hufflepuff. So yeah.
made it
Yeah,
feel like that it
Hufflepuff.
was random, but you can read the questions and basically pick the answers.
I
that
don't know. I
you
really
choose.
couldn't.
I don't know how you pull that off.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on! Would you want to be a snake if you could be any animal?
That's not the.
Do I
that's
want
not
to
how
be
they ask.
Slytherin or not?
I don't know. See, my
You didn't take the test.
what-
I did.
where I have a dilemma is
I think I'm
I love to say Hufflepuff, but I also love birds.
Yeah,
So,
you do love birds.
But I think it's going to be Hufflepuff.
What's Hufflepuff?
Hufflepuff.
Is that how you say it? Why is there no login? I was going to log in and see what it said on here.
Pottermore
Yeah, there it is.
or the Wizards Unite?
Pottermore.
Pottermore. Yeah.
Did y'all sign up for Wizards Unite? You can sign up.
I did.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
I put
need
my
to do that.
email in and then it didn't do anything. So
It just
Okay.
puts you on the list. So I am.
Oh.
I'm birds. It looks like
Go birds.
I've got a
You're-
blue sign with a big bird on it. What
you're
is
Ravenclaw.
that? Is that
Caw.
mine?
Yeah, you're Ravenclaw then.
Pine Martin.
So is Slurms. So you're
Yeah. So you're in company.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So,
I
Yeah,
mean-
you're doing good, pal.
but I think it'll be more against creatures and less against each other, like their other.
You don't
games.
think you're going to be murdering people?
Well,
Like,
Oh, it's probably going to tie into the mystical animals.
yeah, because the universe lends itself well to that type of game because Muggles don't know about all of the creatures and stuff and magic that's around them. So it makes sense that an augmented reality game could let you then view all of those things that are hidden from Muggles and help you, and then you could battle and conquer, and you wouldn't know that this was a mystical portal of energy.
Man, that is the nerdiest sentence.
I don't care.
I'm all in. I love it, but that man.
well, so do you
Nerd.
think it? Do you think it will be we're wizards and we pick a house, or do you think they'll do it where it's like you're either a wizard and you pick a house, or you can be on the other side, the bad dudes?
I think they got to be houses.
I think it'll be houses.
All
Yeah.
Yeah.
one side? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think that just the way it lends itself when you look at Ingress and factions and stuff. Like that makes the most sense.
Well, Ingress is one side versus the other. But yeah.
Right. But yeah,
I hope it's houses. That's way more fun.
I think it's got to be houses.
Well, but I mean houses and the other side. So, like, if you picked
So 5
wizards, you would still
factions?
pick a house.
That'd
Well,
be
it'd be
so
two
cool.
factions against each other, but you would be a house within that side, so you would have whatever.
That's a lot
colors.
of depth for
I don't
Pokemon
know.
Go.
That's making my
Well, and
head. I'm
hopefully-
getting dizzy.
Oh, no.
That's a lot.
Hopefully, there's something more.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I hope it's not just a obvious skin of the same game.
Right?
Did they say next year?
Yeah, 2018.
Did they
But they
give
haven't
any
said
time
when.
frame?
No.
Just 2018.
No, and it kind of depends on have they been working on it, or is it like brand new? Like hey, we
got the
just got the
rights!
license, so we're
Yeah.
starting now. So
Like they just signed.
Woo!
I wonder if that company kind of goes like Telltale and starts kind of spinning off different IPs. With
All you have
this.
to do is come out with one every 2 years, because then that's about
Yeah.
the time frame where people are sick of the old one, and then they get all excited about the new one. And it's
I
like,
mean, the next
cash money.
Star
do a
Wars.
Star Wars is the one I
Yeah.
was thinking of.
Yeah.
You could do Empire, Rebels.
Totally.
You could do Marvel. Like you could do a
Oh,
ton
yeah.
of different things with it. But at one point too, like okay, I wonder how fundamentally different this will be. Than,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I hope it's not just a skin of the
Yeah,
same
because
game.
that gets old quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
how
mean,
you
Ingress
can't
and
port.
Pokemon Go are pretty different.
They are.
Besides you go to those locations. So it's like, how do they tie in location-based crap with a game, right? Because that's always been their worst part, is making the game part.
Yeah.
And hopefully they're getting better than that. And it sounds like they're working with another game company, the Warner Brothers game company. So hopefully they'll get the game stuff in there. And
That
I
would
say
be
that from playing
good.
both of them. I like Ingress, but I like the community aspect of Ingress more than the actual game itself.
Yeah. That's cool. I think we need more kind of AR phone type games because there's not that many. It seems like.
Yeah.
There's I actually learned this week Go Draconius. Have y'all heard of this one?
No.
It is basically the word on the street is it's a good version of Pokemon Go, but dragons. But it's kind of the same principle, but they did some things that made it nicer. Like you can do some stuff at home, and you don't have to always go out. And I haven't downloaded or played it. I don't even know if it's iOS for sure. I know it's Android for sure. But so Go Draconius, and then there's Delta T is the other one that's in beta right now, and it's real.
See that might be a little bit better because I know the whole point is to get you out and doing things, and I like that part. But without anything to do at home, I remember I was playing Ingress, and then I work at home, so there's times where I don't leave the house, and then I totally forget about the game because I'm not engaging with it anyway.
Right.
Outside of leaving. So I remember like, oh shit, I haven't played Ingress in a while. And I think it's totally because I'm not in the habit of looking at it because when I'm at home, it's like, well, there's absolutely nothing to do.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple things to do, but
There are 3 portals right outside the door of my work.
Right.
But I work on the opposite side of the building, so even though I'm in the same building where there's 3 portals right there, I can never access them.
Yeah.
Sucks.
It's tempting.
Hey, at least you're right there. I got to go like out to lunch to Ingress during the day.
Oh. Yeah, I could just take a little walk on campus. It's pretty awesome.
When I go for a run, I had it out a couple times, but it's just you have to leave it open, and then it just drains my battery. And
Yeah, it kills the battery pretty quickly. But
I don't know.
fun times.
Yeah. Sounds like super excited about Ingress 2.0.
I am.
Yeah,
I like
I'll
Harry
check it
Potter,
out.
so
Yeah,
it's cool.
I'll totally check that out.
It's like not different.
Yeah.
They basically had to make Ingress 2.0 because the iOS version of the game is built off some Java tool, whatever, and that tool that they built it off of closed down. Think of like Unity closing down. And they basically said, okay, we're going to let you keep using this tool until y'all figure out the 2.0, but it's going away. So they have to make a new version actually built off Unity, is why that analogy works so well. Which Pokemon Go was based off of. So anyway, the gameplay will be the same.
Well, I hope it's better because my location's always wrong. Like
maybe that'll be better. Let me get. That sounds like a GPS issue.
I don't know. It's always a mess.
Sounds like a you problem.
Maybe it's a problem. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zero. But you're 6.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
6. Yeah, it is.
And I got my first recruiter badge because of y'all too.
Oh, cool.
You're welcome.
So thank y'all. So that means you got 3 at least, right?
I wasn't sure if that worked right. Like, wait. That means I got 3 what?
Jason got 3rd level?
That's right.
3rd level for it to count on mine.
Yes,
Oh,
I
wow.
believe I'm level 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm shooting up the ranks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't play anymore, do you?
Like I said, I totally forgot, and I'm not in the habit. And I'm like, I do want to play. I just need to remember when I'm actually out.
There's a local mission in our town that only takes like half an hour. And
I want to do that.
I want to do that.
That stuff
that would be
seems really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, do
like
those
having a
and-
purpose going out where it's guided, because I'm definitely not to the point where I really have a
Just wanna
good
wander.
understanding of how all the fields and stuff work to plan it out. So I like something pointing me in a direction.
Yeah. And that's really one of the things lacking in the game is kind of how you play it correctly, right? Like there's a kind of even a learning curve just to know how to play it. Like it's kind of confusing, but to then even know like about layers and how to layer fields and do these cool things, it feels like
you
don't know
nothing. Yeah.
Until you like get involved either with the local community, and even then, like some of them aren't even going to tell you. They're just going to be like, "Hey, quit throwing those links like you do, because that's not the right way," and then they drive off, and you're like,
"No thanks, that was no help."
Yeah.
But the Agent Academy is going to solve those problems for you.
Good.
Cool.
And I lost my page of stuff.
Well, I will talk. You find it. I will talk about. I have been streaming every week with. It's a Minecraft stream called Happy Ending, and what we do is, we play and we're playing in the end and building things, and that's like the challenge for this season. But the really, really cool part about it is that all the donations we get when we live stream are benefiting the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And so far, we've raised $3,230 this year. And on Saturday, last weekend, was it last weekend, Jay?
Yes.
Okay, last Saturday, we did a 12-hour live stream. I was only able to do 4 hours of it with the group, but trying to get that push to get to our goal. We didn't quite make it, but little by little, we're getting to our goal here. So
very cool.
We do that on Wednesdays, and if you're interested in it, tweet at me at Zelibeli and I'll tell you how to check it out. Or if you are, not driving and you can write this down, you can go to Adults Only Minecraft and he streams it live on YouTube.
It's not your kids' Minecraft.
Actually, it's totally family friendly. It's
I know, I'm kidding.
We only adults play. It's not, kids aren't playing, but we keep the language family friendly.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there, did you find your page?
I was just off the wrong page, but we do have a call from JBJ Blaze. Is that true?
What?
But y'all aren't going to be able to hear this, so I'm going to have to repeat the question. I'll just say what he says right as he says it. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Well, greetings there, Go-Kart Brothers.
This is
JBJ Blaze.
This is JBJ Blaze.
And in the strangeness of Stranger Things 2, finally coming to our living room.
Hot. Is that COMING or
next Friday? What are you most looking forward to this sequel season? As for myself, it's seeing that.
As for myself, it's seeing
monster in the sky that looks maybe like Cthulhu, and Eleven's return.
And
by the way,
return.
my big thing about monster is that I feel like it came out of my nightmares, literally from my childhood, or teenhood, teenage years. Anyway, thanks for the great show and good night.
Great
bye
shows and good nights. Bye. Boop.
Brent, I thought you said we wouldn't be able to hear the actual audio.
That was awesome.
Was that a good accent?
That was really good.
That was you reading it?
Isn't that weird?
Wow. That was really good.
Great.
We are really behind, and we've only seen a couple of the episodes.
Yeah, we have.
I'm kind of dying inside, but we have so much other crap going on.
Yeah.
I really like it so far, though.
Yeah. I think we've seen 3 episodes, maybe.
I want to say 2, but maybe 3.
Yeah, it's terrible. But I mean, it's good, but it's terrible.
No, I've only seen 2.
Of season 2?
Yeah.
We might have seen 3. So yeah, it's
rough though. Like trying to fit in TV shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I really like it.
With this whole
I am
binge it.
I am intrigued by it. I'm definitely enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. All I hear is positive things, and trying not to read too much about it because
it's also one of those things.
Most people have already finished it, so.
Yeah. And once we're done with it, it's going to be a long wait. So it's like okay, I'm kind of okay.
Well, he does throw the ring into the lava at the end, so I hate to spoil that part of it.
Shit!
I don't think that's what this is.
Huh?
Yeah. No, I mean he's right. Samwise is in it, so
that's right.
That checks out.
That's true.
There's that. Thor 2. Did y'all go and see it? Is that why it's in here? Or are y'all talking about it? Okay. So,
we saw it. It's really good.
Good date night movie?
Yeah. Well, it depends on your date, I guess.
As long as they like fun.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's why
you're with someone awesome.
They don't like fun.
Then yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It was really, really fun. I would say it's like a modern day Flash Gordon style. So
yeah, totally.
enjoy the silly and they just really embrace that whole vibe, and it is fantastic. If you like that, it's fantastic, and I like that. So yeah, it's fantastic.
If you are one of the kind of growing, I don't know, I would probably still a small group that Marvel movies are getting a little bit too glib and kind of jokey, then you're not going to hate
this. Yeah,
you're not going to be turned around. Yeah. But it's really, really good.
It's like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, kind of that feel.
Yes,
it's a bit more goofy than that.
I would say Guardians 1 and 2 are more serious than Thor 2.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Like there aren't a ton of heavy like stuff happens, but it's handled so like, oh, okay, that was a major event, but it's kind of fun. Like,
we're doing good.
Like there are some downer moments, but it's okay, this isn't bad because they're not really bummed about it.
Yeah.
Kind of. So yeah, it was cool. Great music too. Like
highly recommend it.
Yeah. For Marvel movies not having a memorable score or kind of being criticized, this was definitely unique, and it was like Flash Gordon. Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Yeah. I want to talk really quickly. I've been playing some Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Kind of talking slow. Let's speed it up if we're going to talk quickly.
Sorry. Battlefront 2. A lot of fun. So, okay, I talk quickly. There you go.
No, that's still kind of talking slowly. You just kind of left out some words.
He has a relaxed cadence sometimes.
Yeah. So, Battlefront 2, you've been playing it?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I like it a lot. I played the first couple missions of the single player. That's really cool, interesting premise, and I'm sure like most people know, but it's set with you play an elite Imperial soldier, right, and it starts off before the Return of the Jedi, and then it kind of really quickly catches up to right after the Death Star blows up, and like you're on Endor, the moon of Endor, when it blows up, so you have to escape while the rebels are kind of taking over the planet. And it's really interesting. It's a fresh take. Kind of reminds me of like the old Dark Forces Star Wars games.
you killing Ewoks and shit?
You know that I haven't seen any Ewoks. You can hear them at a couple points, but I haven't seen any. So
they could make that like all creepy sounding, like if you were like going through the
or
woods.
they could turn their head like you did, just really slow at me with their mouth open. I don't know. Maybe they don't want you killing Ewoks, which I guess I could see.
Scar people for life.
Yeah.
And the multiplayer, I played a lot of the beta, and there was only one map in there, so now I'm checking out all the maps and modes, and it's really, really cool. I know some people are worried about pay to win or the whole loot box scenario, which I haven't really looked into it, so that might be kind of shitty, but it's a lot of fun to play. So, I feel like if you like the first Battlefront, but there's not enough game here, there seems to be plenty of game there.
Okay, so that's the major difference is the single player, and you feel the multiplayer has more.
The first one didn't really have a single player campaign. This one definitely does. I don't know how long it is. I would imagine it's probably 7-8 hours, which is kind of whatever for not that far off the mark now. And there's tons of modes. There's space combat, which the first one didn't have. There's tons of maps. They have the first one really held to because it was right before Force Awakens came out. It really was stuck in the original trilogy. You didn't do anything outside of that. This mixes all of it together. So you have Yoda, you have Darth Maul, you have Rey, you have Han, you have Lando. So like it seems like fanfare in this one.
Do they have the PlayerUnknown's Battleground mode yet?
They do not. I would imagine they're furiously working on that now.
Are they really?
No.
Well, I could see them do it.
I would I would like to try a Star Wars version of that, though.
Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Like, you're all just jet down, but finding like lightsabers and blasters.
Yeah. Like lightsabers are super rare, but they're ultra powerful.
And then you're like finding, speeders to hop into, or
God, I didn't even think about that, but now I want that.
See, it's a thing, and everybody's doing it. Like, that has a game, Fortnite, and
Fortnite's apparently huge now because of that.
Well,
on console at least.
And I think PUBG was kind of the part of it because that's the one that Unity makes, right? Fortnite.
Yeah.
So Unity is the engine that PUBG's off of, and so PUBG was really pissed.
That's Epic, right? Yeah.
That they came out with their own version because they're like, well, you could update your. Or maybe not Unreal. Is it Unreal? Unity? I forget. Whatever the engine it's based off of.
I think it's Unreal because it's Epic.
Yeah, so Unreal Engine is what PUBG uses too. So they're like, well, now you could make updates to the engine that benefit your version.
It's a really weird slope to go down.
Yeah.
Like, I have a hard times with... It's weird to bitch that someone's doing a mode that you did when everything's derivative. Like everything, it wasn't a new idea to them. That was in a movie, and they kind of took it. So I don't know. But the one thing I would totally like a PUBG type Star Wars mode. But what I do like about the multiplayer modes is they're really cool stages. So, like, the one I did was you're on the planet from Force Awakens at the end with Starkiller Base, and whether you're playing Imperial or the Resistance or First Order Resistance, it's kind of like, okay, you have to defend the base, and then if the enemy gets in, you have to fall back, and you have to defend this part, and then this part. So it's escalation and stage based, which I really dig.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. That makes me want to play it. Like, I played the first one just in beta, and I think it was the price for what you get. Like, at that point, to drop $60 on something that to me should have been,
it was bare bones.
$30 game.
Right.
I think that probably hurt. Like, a lot of people didn't want to do that, so now you have less people playing it.
That was the main complaint. I remember, like, from what I remember, or the community I was kind of talking to, they liked the way it played, and it looked amazing. It was just, there wasn't a ton to do.
Yeah.
This is definitely, it feels like there's so many modes. The single player is really promising so far. The game looks fucking great, and it runs. I'm running everything on Ultra, and my video card's getting a little bit old, but it all runs really, really well.
Now, is it a $60 too?
It's $60, yeah.
Okay, so
but it feels like a full price game.
See, like right now, $60 to me is like that could go towards a sat phone to play Ingress. Like,
yeah,
fun.
you're in deep.
Is that, or a trip to Kentucky to their shards out right now? Holy crap! Like,
what's that mean?
Brent, do you like Ingress?
Oh, sorry, I did that again, didn't I?
Oh no, I'm just saying like.
I don't think that's bad. I mean, that's awesome.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just like, well, like you are all in on it.
That's how I am.
Jealous.
I am a very.
I'm jealous. I'm not.
You're a
kind of person.
Passionate person.
Yeah,
like no mistake. I'm not ripping on you at all. I think it's cool.
Yeah, no, there's like all these ideas I have for outside the game and kind of getting plugged into some of the bigger groups that are doing it, like. That thing we did where we covered Alabama, like I kind of got plugged in with some friends that I went to high school with that are like, doing some really cool stuff. But I want to get into like marketing for the Enlightened as like a whole like new thing, like because that's not a thing. Like the game, yeah, they do marketing, but like we need PR for our team.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. So yeah, I'm getting into it way too much.
No, that's awesome.
No, okay.
I'll
shut up. I wasn't trying to be mean.
I thought I got into it because I painted my fingernails green one day. I was like, I'm such a team player.
You are. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, it sucks when you try to green screen stuff out and you're like, oh, I can't wear any of this.
Yeah.
I'm an invisible ghost. But yeah. So, I'd be really excited if there's... Like, one of the last anomalies, they did one up in your neck of the woods, like in Michigan somewhere. Not the last one, but the one before last. Mm-hmm. So if they do that again and they don't do it in Nashville, like, I may think about coming up there for that if y'all, do that. And that'd be cool. Like, do an anomaly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
When is that?
Oh, there's not one planned right now. I'm just saying they do one every quarter right now. They have been. So... They switch it up where they're at. The one in December is still the XO5, and that's all going to be like Honolulu in California, and then Mexico and other places across the world. So we'll be going to that one.
I looked on the list a month or two ago, and there was like nothing like around me for months and months. So then I was like, I'll look later. So
yeah. I'll let you know if you know. When they announce the next ones, say go look.
Cool.
See if there's any of those. We had you know how I got hit a while ago? Actually, it's been almost a year now. When I got rear-ended.
Okay. Yeah, and that girl gave you like $4.
You got all your money from her?
No, but she did send me another $50 this Friday.
Wow.
That girl is crazy.
So I think I'm up to like $450. That's a lot more than most people thought I would get.
Yeah.
I'll give her some credit.
That's $450 more than I thought you would get.
In a year. I mean, I still have a broken bumper, and I'll probably never replace it at this point. But then my wife was going to work today, and a big landscaping truck just sideswiped her. And so that was the thing. Luckily, I think they have to have insurance, so they're bonded and crap like that. But that was fun. And then I changed my brakes on my car today.
And but wait, your wife's okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
She drove to work. I went.
No,
out
she's
there.
dead.
I know, right? He like totally bypassed.
But I got my brakes fixed.
Well, but see, here's the things with the brakes. Have y'all ever done brakes before? Like.
My brother does my brakes.
I kind of helped a couple
them.
times. Yeah, so I'm aware of the process. I've just never done it on my own.
So the pads have this little metal thing that comes off the edge, and so when they get worn down, it makes like a scraping noise.
Yeah, that's what mine's doing right now. Yeah.
Well, I took off the first tire and changed out the brake pads, and I was like, "What? These don't have that tab." And I was like, "Oh, they must be cheap ones. I must have cheaped out." And then so I put the tire on, got it all ready, and went to the other one. And then those, like, both of them had tabs on it. And I was like, well, that's really sucky because now I have to make a choice of whether I want to take off the other wheel.
Oh, that sucks.
And so I made the other choice. I just got some pliers out and kind of mangled one of the tabs up so I could fit it into the caliper. I didn't die on the test, so I think it's okay. So
that's probably fine.
Pretty sure.
I wouldn't worry about. What are you gonna do now?
Right. Go to Six Flags.
Yep.
See how
of course.
I'd like to go to Six Flags.
Y'all should come down.
I've been to Six Flags, I think. I don't remember where it was though.
I've never been.
It's like 1 million of them, right?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's one in Mexico and.
That's cool. That's cool, Stu.
What else? What else going on? Oh, Star Wars news.
Oh, what's the Star Wars news?
So, I remember when the whole thing happened with Colin Trevorrow getting kicked off of Episode 9, and my thought was, first off, Rian Johnson who's doing Last Jedi. I haven't seen Last Jedi yet, but I am a Rian Johnson fanboy, admittedly. I love everything he's done. He hasn't done a ton, but what he's done, I really, really like. And the thought was, maybe he'll do Episode 9 because he's done Episode 8, and it seems like Disney's happy with it so far. And then JJ got announced, so it was kind of like, that's fine, but that's kind of a bummer. So it makes sense now that he wasn't doing it because the news came out is that he is heading up a brand new trilogy that is completely separate from Skywalker saga, and he'll be writing, directing the first one and producing the following two. So that's all that we know. Like, people are wildly speculating. Like, some people wonder if this is Old Republic timeline, where they're going to go with this. But I'm just, as someone who loves Rian Johnson's work, I'm super pumped for this. No news on release date or anything like that, so this will be far in the future, I'm sure.
So, and what are some other things he's done?
He's a writer-director, so he wrote and directed Brick, which was kind of his first movie, and that was an indie movie that was really interesting with Joey Levitt, because I don't say three names, where they were in high school, and it was like a hard-boiled detective movie, but it was set in modern-day high school, and they talked like, 1940 gangster type movies. He wrote and directed The Brothers Bloom, which is probably my least favorite of his movies, but I liked it. He wrote and directed Looper, the Bruce Willis, Joey Levitt time travel movie that came out a couple years ago. And he directed some of the best episodes of Breaking Bad. And he's done a couple other things, I believe. But he hasn't done a ton. That's why it kind of blew me away when he got picked to do Last Jedi based off of Looper. So he hasn't really broken in the mainstream. This will be it. So I'm super interested to see how this movie turns out. They must be super high on it at Lucas and Disney. So
I'm excited for the Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
That's soon, right?
Yep. It's like a month in like 5 days or something away. We got our tickets already for opening night.
Y'all are all set. See, I can't do opening night for that.
Why?
It's just too busy. I just feel like it'll be too busy.
That's the excitement.
So I'll sneak out during work.
It's the event.
Yeah.
It's the experience.
That, but y'all get alcohol and stuff. Like,
not for the first one.
What?
No, we don't usually do it for big movies like that on opening night.
That's something we like.
Yeah. When we go back to see it 4 times, we'll get hammered.
Yeah, like the 4th time. It's like, all right, I can get some booze.
That happened at
Guardians. To the Golden Girls we go and drink at.
Yeah.
I remember the first Guardians, I think I saw it 9 or 10 times. Yeah. And I remember, like, by the 8th time when I would go up to the bar, like, you seen Guardians again, huh? I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I probably need to stop.
Yeah.
And then I guess next week, possibly a show. We'll have to see, I guess, everybody's plans. Week after that is Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
Not technically Thanksgiving, but people are probably busy. I don't know.
No, we're doing a show. We're busy doing a show.
Well, there'll be a gobble gobble wee.
Yeah, we should be
gobble gobble wee.
Yeah.
Unless something comes up, I don't think we have any plans.
No, doing a show.
Well, of course you don't have plans, but y'all should come down here. Spend Thanksgiving with us.
No.
That's so mean.
No, I can't.
I used to have things to be thankful for, but now.
No, that's really, really sweet. But
we would love to. I love to go to my old stomping grounds.
We have
see how the gangs do it at space camp.
We already have like the two families like battling it out for who gets, they both invite us to, our family to Thanksgiving dinner, and then we have to like alternate. So no matter what we do, like we disappoint somebody. It's really sad.
Well, we could be like, we can't go. We got to go down to Alabama, and they'd say, why? They're like, well, Brent rounded up the crew. He gave the signal. So
Yeah.
you gotta go.
I don't think that's gonna fly with any family.
But he did the signal.
You did. No, that's really sweet. That would be cool.
Yep. Oh shit, we gotta go. Like as soon as like the bat signal. So wherever Shannon and I are, immediately, we gotta go. Just get up and walk out.
See ya.
Where did Shannon go?
Slammer rounded up the crew. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either.
I like it though.
None of us know.
We know what it means. We just don't know what it means.
Brent, about 80% of what I do, I don't know what it means.
That's okay.
Let alone anyone else.
It's more than us. Wait, something. No.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hard times.
Well, it's good talking to y'all. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll have to play a game
Hopefully
sometime.
Get Steve next time, hopefully.
Yeah, because we don't know how to end the show. This is just keeps like piddling out, because no one's around to just say it.
Yeah, and I don't have the soundboard hooked up, so.
Are you serious? We're never gonna end the show. It's just gonna keep going.
What? Something?
I'll try and play a video game by next week that's not Clash of Clans and Minecraft. But I like Clash of Clans and Minecraft.
Walk out of here.
Man.
Hey.
First we got JB. J Blaze's audio, and then Steve is actually here. Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, how do I turn this thing off?
That's creepy.
I can't see. I'm trying to see, but I can't see. Where's the mouse? I like mouse.
This is a train wreck.
Ah! No, I'm eating the mouse. Ah!
For people who, a creature has broken into Brent's house and apparently murdered him.
Yeah. I think his name's Fun Governor. It's a callback to